do 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 do. All right. Whoever watches this, enjoy some background noise. We will not be alone. Well, good news. It's not that bad. I have the game music blaring right now, so I can't hear this. Yeah, because it's not fair for him to have Super Mario RPG. What, Kim? Alright. So, hopefully the background is not that bad. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we last left off. We did that one. Next one is an next one was I don't remember. Ooh,
Say,
That's true.
I'm just gonna follow objective. Nothing to see here.
Hmm?
say,
Uh.
come on.
I'm. Well?
Ooh, right away.
Let's solve this thing.
Yeah. Well?
Oh no.
Huh?
You need water? Okay. What? You got it. I was gonna go get it, bud.
I see.
Aw.
No.
Right.
Dinosaur one is on the stove.
I have it. So I watched.
Okay. You watched Mario and the dinosaur. Like the dinosaur, like I said, it's on the stove too. I saw that when we were trying to cook up the
Say. Huh?
Pressure. Not like that.
All right.
Thank you.
Big radio station.
Hey,
That's true.
well,
Okay. Does it expect this game expect us to have like notepad? You know what? Next one.
I see.
Here's the devil. Which one is this?
There's a large mansion beyond
Oh,
the
large
gate over
mansion.
there.
That's right.
I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Are you sure?
Wait!
Exploration. Looking around. Looking up the stuff.
It looks like a haunt.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of
Yeah,
this
buddy, what's up?
mansion.
Right there in front of the couch. Now the controller's right there to your left. Now you hit the pause button in the middle. Uppies!
He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
Alright. Noise cancellation is doing its job. That's good. Hopefully.
The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
Yes, it is. That's really suspicious.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
You.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here, too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
How are there fish? Where do they beat that?
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
What you is?
true.
Yeah.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
I'm...
Oh!
That's true too.
That's right! That's right!
Very well.
Sit down right here.
Well,
What does that mean?
it appears.
Oh!
Beats me.
I see.
It appears.
Oh!
However,
Oh!
beats me. Yeah. I see.
There's only one doll nailed to it. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way. Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can. You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is... Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here? That's true.
It appears.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks in the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thickness?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old.
Oh no.
No, no.
Num num.
The corpse here is also...
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate, primarily, but along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions. He made shady deals with amateurs. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the up?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds in the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically, down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Nailed him first, then.
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together.
That's disturbing.
Those nailed standing up.
Let's check it out.
There is a vent, but it's and it's also screwed shut from the inside.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the fence, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
You're charging me for it?
I jest. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something?
Okay, that's where the strangulation happened.
It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
I'm kidding, a headache. This is...
I'll...
That's...
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the...
Under the corpse? But we can't move it.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful. But it's a fact. I have a crime scene photo taken back then, and no detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right. Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, this is it. You're right. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the Peacekeepers fabricate?
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, after all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer...
That's true. Sorry.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a count?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That...
I think that's
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
why is there
Are you done here?
what about the checker?
Halara's hands are small considering Halara's strength.
Master, is holding hands all it...
No, though I am
What's wrong? Is something
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty...
Nothing about the checker.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Helara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to...
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
Bless you.
Huh?
Blech.
That was my child. Ooh. Nothing.
Say, well,
The next one is the art gallery in Gima district. We're running low on
Right. The chief's in... Huh?
well,
So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Did you say something?
that's our Helara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait! Please! Oh!
Well,
What is it?
Sorry. Is this the storage room or the...
We're going in.
We're like a couple of thugs or something. Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh!
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only the other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse...
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly... Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room.
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you would.
Countered!
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly... The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes. Even with the rows of vivid... The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming. I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint? If so, it could have been used for some...
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting... It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over.
Right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented.
Be quiet. I see. This is...
That's... Well...
Yeah.
What place is this? Aisle.
Oh!
It appears.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal. Oh!
But
Oh!
I see.
I'll find out for you.
The only way in or out of here besides...
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outwards slightly. There are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through. This is...
I'm...
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll. One nail goes through the head, but the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was...
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery.
And I need to find out what that... This is...
That's...
By the way, Halara,
I will not accept any requests.
that's not what I was going to... What were you able to see before you specialized it as your...
What is the point of this question?
Well, I was wondering if you could use...
You want to see your lost memories like that?
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information...
Huh? Why is that?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. I cannot consciously access design. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte, specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me.
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done.
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all...
Well done, Halara! Yo, check, check!
It appears.
This is...
What?
You know...
Yeah.
Oh!
Beats me.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her butt.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled, huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And...
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death. That should be enough.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window?
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything you're and my master does everything he's told.
Halara is right. This is something I took on I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you?
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid.
I know.
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right. I'll do it right away.
Outside the window? Could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Oh yeah, booster power.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through the... I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
That means the person exited the door.
Hey! What are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the Peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm a peacekeeper.
Huh? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of amateur.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, Halara, are you sure?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then...
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Let's rest! Actually,
Is there any secrets?
Maybe.
anyway,
Yeah. Now, please tell us what...
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the arcade. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for... I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about this?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off. So I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was...
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door, and paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you.
Oh, right.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Oh, stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Oh, right. We need to help him. I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry! I want to know how they'll execute him, too.
Oh! Hmm? No.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What?
Well?
Nah. No, no. Well.
Huh?
Whoa. Thanks a lot.
No. Yes, for now. And that's what happened.
Nice. That's very nice.
Thank goodness. Thank you.
Well?
No.
Huh?
That's nice. That it just brings you back. That you don't have to travel back. That's nice. Fun.
Hey, that's not where you should be going right now.
Yes it is.
water. Okay.
Come on, let's go! Go,
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 buddy.
go! Hey. Back. Get your water. Come on, stand up. Have your turn. Then you touch.
Alara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on! Where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
I think this is the labyrinth part.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got...
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait!
Whoa, Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the club. Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being.
Dropping the case would end this peacefully.
Please! You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But...
Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate. Please, let me continue. I will catch.
I don't know where you obtained, however. It appears that you must be arrested as well.
Huh?
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but Katsuki...
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right! Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Halara, you came for me!
Yeah, as I said I would.
you committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry! I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Sam, are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In this town,
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to you.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church.
Yeah. Okay. First suspicion is the person that's...
Now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma, are you sure you got this? There's no room to mess up here.
What do? I haven't gathered my...
Yeah, I don't think so. Halara seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean...
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in.
Tomorrow. Oh, elemental. Nice.
We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case.
But if I...
But as a price.
Yep.
Which means...
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed. You want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't...
What is this nonsense?
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job.
Oh, you better hurry, or things will...
Fine.
That's the spirit Are you mentally and physically prepared?
What? What's this?
Oh, she's
Has
here.
time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
Oh.
Halara here ended up wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll kick that roll over to Master!
What's up, buddy? What? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Where...
What should I do? I'll need to explain.
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets.
Halara? Let me explain.
Cute.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths, I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability. Who are you? I refuse to think.
To be honest,
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside?
her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the mystery lab.
That's me! I'm also Master Scaracute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just...
The Nailman. We were...
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective.
I do remember you received a request. The cost for hiring me was $5 million.
You remember the exact...
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall My mind is clouded. I don't remember.
Could that be...
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth. So, outsiders usually... If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth. to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. How
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away,
Supporting role?
as long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well,
That means we can't rely on Halara. That's unfortunate, but it's...
Hey, Master, before we... Let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, Flame. Just noticed you were here. This is really weird to explain to my wife. Just ignore all this. Ignore the part. Ignore the part. Okay. Hey. It's a weird anime.
well, this world
Japanese
is just
game.
full of surprises.
That's all you need to know. What? No. Why do you think I do this at midnight?
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
Even Flame's here. He just said the game has like all the weird ass anime tropes together. It's weird. This game is so weird.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation too.
Oh, not this part now. Please stop the
That was
weirdness.
a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Why are you doing this right now?
Sorry, please, don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set.
Oh, the embarrassment.
Now, let's
Okay.
unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to... But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind.
Like your parents walking in when you're playing that one scene.
Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth. And you vanish. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Halara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is...
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
Yeah, I tried doing this game at 3 o'clock in the morning last.
You're taking
didn't
this
work out.
awfully well, Halara.
Alright. Let's do it. Suspicions. Out of the 4, I think it's the cat nun. Okay.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
Oh, Jake Paul. Okay.
I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, Oh, I see.
Oh, twist. What a twist. What's up, buddy? You gotta go bathroom? You got him? Oh, you want me?
You see? Master,
Oh.
this is your job.
Be right back. I'm tired. Let them out there. What? Alright. Hoop has completed. Alright.
So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the fourth locked room mystery.
Are you going to the fourth locked room?
Get in. No, stop. What? Here. Stop. Alright. Are you going fourth in my room? Sure.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene.
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died. Looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman kill.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
I see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Oh yeah, from the window.
It has to be here! The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
By shutting it halfway.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right, let's try it.
Oh, your design is fantastic.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here.
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up? If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Halara! It would be downright unmannerly! It's so simple. This might be a little tough for you, Master.
Yuma, the Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery, so solving it will get us out.
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did.
A tool?
You should have found
Yeah,
something during the investigation. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
The rope ladder.
Master, concentrate!
This must be it! That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window. Oh, I can't dodge it!
Wait, how do you dodge?
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails had been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
Ladder.
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, right?
Ow! We're alive.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each each other all day. Let's get out of this locked room.
Right.
So then. The details of the case are still unclear to me.
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow, and there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Bugs.
Wait,
Okay.
wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower.
He's back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The Watchmaker is the...
Master, boom! Kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
Alright. Do this.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Say!
Right.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The Watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he... committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
For now,
But
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The Watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
for now,
but
Your heights.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Yeah, my problem right now. I'm trying to
The
concentrate.
watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Okay,
For now,
But
I need to do.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Huh.
for now,
but
These deductions.
Okay, so I have the door was in the clock room locked. It's afraid of heights.
Actions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
That's true.
The watchmaker was also at the scene.
No.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created the lock.
He created the lock.
And escaped via the rope ladder.
Oh, it's a 2-1.
for now,
but
Oh, wait. It's gonna work.
These deductions
Okay.
of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Oh no!
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that lock.
No. Okay.
say,
yeah,
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Was he? Yeah, he was nearby because that's why he was arrested.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime.
One of the abilities you can unlock reduce the fate. Ooh. I've been just.
After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that lock.
No, that wasn't.
say,
right.
Oh.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
I'm just whacking them.
Say,
I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced. He created them. Locked room. And escaped via the rope ladder.
I did that though. That was my first
Watchmaker
thing.
is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder, so it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
Oh.
You said
And I had
these
the shield.
mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
geez, who's the protagonist here?
But, hey Flame, it requires
By
a
the way,
reaction time.
About your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because you may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here. Hello.
Xanos and I had a very back and forth fight. Uppies? Okay.
So, nope. You can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any note?
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is... I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church.
Clogs. I gotta find the person that has clogs.
Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Yes. No. Yes. Peppers? Flame! You're in the game. What a good boy.
I see.
Wow!
Hey! A treasure chest! Check it out! A new solution!
Oh, who's got the peepers? Oh, Big Man. Yes, you do. Okay. So it's Big Man.
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the cult, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the Mystery Labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident?
Let's see.
Let's go with one. I
The
think it's
first
all
locked
four.
room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's...
Are you going to the first?
Sure. We'll go in order. What's going on? Oh, it's Birdo. Yep.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room sounds kind of fun, actually.
Stop. Wife is watching.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Flee from.
This is where I used Halara's Forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were... Those are most...
Huh, clearly escaped.
Here.
Through the vent.
I know. What about the vent?
Because of the vent. Nails.
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Oh. Yes. Their outfits are amazing.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke it full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What?
What does that mean?
Thank you, Yuma. Only one time you and I agreed. Okay. Alright. What am I doing? You okay? Okay. Alright, so door key, nails beneath the vents. Okay.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
Is that the answer?
Come on. But
What does that mean?
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
Flash through this mystery.
Alright. Alright.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah. Without your help,
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. I'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you did.
Right, let's hurry.
That was weird.
The Mystery Labyrinth. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mystery?
You mean like an emergency exit?
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kind of.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Alright, let's do abilities, skills. Stand by me. I don't care about stand by me. Fatality, solution keys, one. Solution key selection. Yeah, I had that equipped. That's another thing I'm afraid about. Sub memory. Apparently I have all the memory. How come I didn't have all these equipped? Okay. Okie dokie. Let's do this.
There it is! So... Oh, that's me! Alright! Another solution key!
Then person. Oh.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. Or nary.
Keep it up, Master. This is all thanks to my train.
I'm still voting that it was all 4. They all did
All
different
right,
crimes.
let's keep going and solve the remaining locked room.
Now, the one I'm really interested is the
The
third
third
one.
locked room was a murder that happened. 1 month pictures and
Okay.
paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Sure. This one I want to know how it escaped. I think this one was actually done by the door.
Did we get stuck inside a locked?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
I was gonna say, it probably hid in the room. Where am I supposed? My boxes. Have it come through the door.
I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's dope.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
So I had the right answer. But they're making us go outside anyways.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey, maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. And that way, the key would be found inside. Well, how about that theory?
But it was nailed.
Is this the storage key?
Which means... this one's a freebie! I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprits threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Master! Hurry up and throw the key!
Oh. That was nailed.
Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
I won't be peer pressure.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right.
Ah. I won't be peer pressured.
But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master! You gotta think like the culprit, Master! What place is suspicious? You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
All right, first, take the painting. The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Why are you standing it up there? You need to do something else to the painting first.
Whoa, whoa. Excuse me.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After that...
Hey, there's more.
Okay. Oh. That takes talent.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room. I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery. The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally.
But you said you could have let a finger in there. So how would you nail?
I pushed the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery.
Okay. Overly complicated.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this lock.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
But that's not how you do it. You said you could barely fit a finger in. So how do you nail a nail in a doll? And then put the key through it at the same time. Ugh.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me? Who's gonna open this one?
How would you decide that?
Like this? I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure.
Yeah. Because you need...
Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to...
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel...
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep...
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
The second locked corpse wasn't if you think you're up for it.
Are you going to the
Talking fish. Wait, you're at Bowser Keep already? And me spin runners. What's your speed at?
There are dolls nailed across the room.
11. Okay.
The victim is nailed down in the same manner.
I was about to say, I started this the same as I could. $35 barrels.
And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other Nailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room.
I'll try.
Let's see.
The door was locked when the corpse was found, and the only key was underneath the book. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too... So how did the culprit escape?
So, is there any way I can look at evidence about this one? Unless there's a secret passage. Let's try.
What if a hidden passage?
That's a cliche contraption! There's nothing like that here.
Which means they have nothing to do with it.
Well, that means go with them. Obvious
This
answer.
has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room,
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Oh, there was another string.
Oh, hold on, let me think this over. We sh-
Huh? Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open. You can do it.
Yes!
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
That's right! The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped, but nothing happened. The door...
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the core. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Lara, have you already
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil, trying to take money from a deck.
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under
wonder
the
how-
corpse.
You hear the background noises now. But you...
So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in?
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
Yes, okay. Because it was nailed from the chest and then it was going from top to bottom. There's a second string.
But how do you move a box?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
No! Not the barrel challenge. So far, my wow, this is slow.
That's right!
Is that a T?
You can do it, Master! Keep that up!
No, that was a terrible eye.
That's right! That's right!
What broke? What am I looking at? You need to charge?
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime.
Okay, everybody. Here. Here, give this one to mommy.
Okay, I got a charge.
And you can charge it from the search protector. What? Sissy, I got a charge.
A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You would think a tiny string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor,
chest.
which means the corpse was fixed in place.
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too?
You know, banana?
Huh? The door!
I actually would love a peanut butter and banana sandwich. That sounds actually delicious. I know we don't have it.
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction... You people.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Alright, so I need to find the key about the next. And the key about the next. Alright, so let's...
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
I'll slash through this mystery. No, there was evidence the body had the upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstain. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
Blood.
What? What's this?
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about...
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Lara!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting further away.
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
Alright.
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
Thought we established this already. Then, we already established this.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
It was moved when it's gone. This one, I mean, it was moved. How we know that?
The culprit
See, the first
then
two
retrieved
confused
all
us.
the
We
string
barely
that kept the
established that.
corpse in place from outside the door.
How was he able to do this?
And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
Broken? You okay?
Can I? Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you. You okay? Oh, yeah, you got Uppies boy and Bluey girl. I probably have like another half an hour or so. Maybe.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be
This?
solved.
Okay. Hey, hun. Please come here. Let me explain to you about this game. What? What? No. 3. This game is ridiculously overly animated. Take your basic anime trope and just throw it up in this game. Literally throw up, because some of the characters just literally throw up like things. So
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in... Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
alright. So
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie the...
I'm not wrong though.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in That's it! It passed, and then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else. Right. The line was then passed around a certain... Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support... Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull a line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line. Now, to return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next... The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And the key was thrown through the gap in the vent.
What? More milk.
If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the Looks like, speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to... which is me, of course.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
So it doesn't. It just shows us how it works. Whoa.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team.
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
The cereal's pretty good. What? Alright. Can't complain about that.
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yeah, Smitty.
Yes.
They maybe they're super slow. Maybe it's been 2 hours. I still don't know who.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
I mean, based on your ears.
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit?
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here.
But how does...
You
the
should
strings?
have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit.
Not really.
To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's pounding.
I'm not the nail man.
I'm not the culprit. I'm not the...
How can I be the nail man?
I'm not the culprit.
I'm not the nail man.
How can I be the nail man?
I'm not the nail man.
How can I be the nail man?
I'm not the.
How can I be the nail man?
I'm not the culprit.
I'm not the nail man.
I'm not the culprit.
I would love to see his shoes.
The culprit is you, Father.
What? That's an absolutely
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit? That's impossible. Such nonsense.
right. Do not make baseless accusations.
Choo-choo!
The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective.
Oh my. Oh my, yes. It's always the priest. Oh, he is wearing clocked.
I'm a man of the cloth. It's total blasphemy! I am not the mailman. That's it! The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper!
Say,
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth.
say,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a man of the cloth. Like this. It's total blasphemy! I am not the mailman. That's it! The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper!
This is the truth. The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member, so he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous! A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit! There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailmaker. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
He's fat. He can't do it. He's fat.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
You're safe because you're fat.
No, no! Absolute lies! The nun! And must be the culprit. She's thin, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb. And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God. It's clear she's the ruthless soul.
But
the nun must be the culprit. She's thin, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb.
So how is that relevant?
what does that mean?
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb.
What? But how is that relevant to the mansion then?
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
But
the nun must be the culprit. She's thin, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. This is the truth.
This game's logic is weird. Okay.
In the Mansion Study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
But he was making a point about the nails.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one father. It's you. You are the nail man.
Hey! Say something quick! Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well...
Ah! You're useless. I am a priest in service to God! I am not the nail man!
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy! You don't have a single piece of hard evidence!
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's...
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
What do you mean?
In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim but what could I use as a bluff?
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy! Do you have any proof I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's...
Say!
Yeah.
Enough with your stupid
I know what to do.
fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy! Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence!
This is the truth! You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible! I already burned those shoes in the incinerator!
You gave yourself away.
I swear, I only enacted justice. in the name
Oh,
of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
What was in her mouth? What? Oh.
Thanks.
Kanai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm others. That's why the people, as the Nailmen evil, must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
The priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead.
Ward is awesome!
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
There's more people! Yes! I was right!
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh? It's not
There was
over?
multiple ones.
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no if the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved. Then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Yes, 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 yes.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
It was all four of them.
You mean there's another culprit?
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end. No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
Oh, all right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
There was another. There was another.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Which one's different? Really different. Super greedy. This one was a mansion. Let's see.
Are you ready to play the Shinigami puzzle? Sure. Go, go, go!
Yes.
Go, go, go! Tick tock.
Right.
Go, go, go! Nice!
Right.
Yeah. She was the only one that got back into. Don't look at this part. It's weird. What? Okay.
A new path's opened up. It seems to
What?
be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there.
She's always
go.
gonna get the worst time.
Yeah,
Hun, it's a detective thing. I swear. I'm solving the murder now.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The victim all had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma. Here's another obstacle. Yuma, let's solve.
right.
It's a copycat.
Right here.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the mailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree. Among the
There's such a
string
child
of
there.
mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
Alright, again. Can't
You're
be
accusing
her
me
because
of being the
her-
copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
No, can't be.
No. I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
No.
I
It could be
told
the
you
servant
already.
and the worshiper.
No. It's not me.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Now, why would it be him? Why would it be the worshiper?
No. It's not.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
Deep in faith. I was right.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
I don't know how it ends in there.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time. Yeah? I knew it.
But...
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why isn't me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it. I'll slash through this mystery.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the Nailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
Master, after him! Beat some sense into that...
The what?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliché.
He was always suspicious, but because the real Nailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the Nailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the Nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Oh, the castle video.
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
Let's do this, Master!
You will never destroy this fort! Damn you! Stop it! Shut up! Damn this! Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the Nailman! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then! You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Thanks to Halara's Forte, we were able to see what each crime scene...
My power allows me to see the moment the first not the culprit, not the victim.
We use post-cognition to...
Time to outro!
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it! Get away from me! Damn it! Why you? Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene! No clue will help lead you to the culprit! You're never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit.
Oh. Oh. Really? That's how that power works? Well then, in the court of law, say my BS power will allow me to figure out who the culprit was. Doesn't really stand, but I'm just kidding. No, it's enemy.
Is the
No one
truth of the
cares.
case.
solve the case. So like 5-10 minutes.
Master, finish him! Shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
There isn't evidence. Other than the fact that they were of a forte. Not happy. Oh. This makes no sense. Why? Where was the motive? See, you just pushed through it. You can't push a nail. Uses bare fingers to push the nail through. I call that ridiculous. But what was the motivation? What was the reason? The only description that we had about the woman is that she was attractive looking and could get around with a lot of men. This game. Can't wait past and see if they knew that the priest was the mailman, because how much they love penning things against him. It's always God's fault. It's The classic
Step
anime
right
stuff.
up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first. The Nail Man is an urban legend of Kanaiwar. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki District.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass. And the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Ginma District.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
Crazy throw. Like, super crazy throw. Like, how on earth being thrown with precise,
so it wasn't nailed
like,
down
frisbee
at all.
action underneath the body. Crazy.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Ginma District.
The skank's cause of death was blood force trauma.
Jesus! A little blunt there.
She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
What?
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window.
No. I'm taking a screenshot of this. You cannot nail something. Yeah. Come here. Actually, no, you're busy. Okay, yeah. Can you nail something with 2 fingers? Leah, an actual nail. And nail it into a doll with 2 fingers. Possible? So all you have is this much. It's impossible. This is ridiculous.
Knocked it over.
That's the only thing I
and
call
all
bullshit.
done.
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases.
Far from the truth. Like calling that woman
Now,
a skank.
there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanaiwar.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we've got to solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor.
So what was her reason for dying? What was her backstory?
The door was locked from the inside, and the window shutters were also locked. But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window.
See, this makes sense.
With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway, the killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the nailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The nailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death in the art gallery murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the nailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer.
What happened? What about your finger? Where'd you put your finger that hurt? What? You put your finger in there? You shot yourself? Are you okay? Okay, you learn your lesson. Don't put fingers in. Oh my. Alright. I know what we're doing today, Ken.
First, the mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to throw the key with precision.
And a clergy member with access to the incinerator.
The priest! You're the nailman!
But how do you know he had the skill to throw? Did I miss some action?
The copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
This is the truth of the case!
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch that without the kids here.
Thank you, Halara.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the but I will say one thing. You've taken enough, that much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara?
All right, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boom kill the bad guy!
Billy, don't touch the TV. Down. Billy, down.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth. Starting the shining, original, glorious stellar spiral.
I can't wait to watch this. None of the kids want to watch it.
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
Where's the pulse? They're dead!
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes. It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless...
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on! I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Everyone!
Ah! He came back to life!
Sorry about that! You see, I'm actually the mailman. These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the mailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession.
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Huh? What now?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming...
It can't be.
Where is that coming from?
Akira! No. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
What a great name.
Hey, Hans,
The
your
Peacekeepers
last name was
director?
Hal Smile. Would you be a badass bad guy? Hal Smile.
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Come here, baby. No, don't steal it.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
What a name.
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
What a great name also. Martina Electro.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have
that's
her.
creepy. That's creepy.
What's with him?
Master, be careful.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So,
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment.
huh?
Director Yomi, what is going on here?
Where did you get the ice cream from? That was on the counter. What? What? No, I picked it up because plastic didn't. Something picked it up.
What?
We had discovered you've been...
Oh, I missed that.
We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you?
Yes.
Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime.
But...
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. I'm so annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
It's an honor.
What's with the drill mod? Like,
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeeper?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
anime weirdness. There's no escape. Dude, this whole thing is... wow.
Well then, to our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the peacekeepers at sight. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Shits.
Man, these are powerful lines.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
What?
Halara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma? Are you listening?
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it! Yuma, help me out! Follow me!
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Laura.
Look, the Chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you. you serious? A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nail man?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nail man. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
Kitty cat criminal. Please. No.
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nail.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
That sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It was me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it.
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder...
Sheesh, so much to do.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number 1.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much... No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
You worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, can you go get it?
Sure.
Oh,
yeah, buddy. It's you.
What?
Be quiet.
Oh!
What is it?
Did someone else die or something? Will you play catch with me?
Huh? Catch? But... Actually, sure.
Okay.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I'll play a game.
The unending rain.
Yeah, I'll play one in a second.
My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My
You want
hands
to
still have
Smash
yet to
Brothers?
grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to
You want
be
me to?
here?
You want me to play Super Mario RPG? Okay.
But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective? It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization. So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
I don't want to see my stats. I'm probably terrible. How? How did I get an S? 9/11. All right. Well, thanks for watching, Flame. I'm finished up. Man, that was a long 7 hours.
Unpainted faces in uniform
Didn't
by
take
the
you 7
window.
hours, complete Flame? Yeah, buddy.
This isn't the real me.
Donkey Hootie. I am Donkey Hootie. Donkey Hootie. Hootie.
With that, a hand reaches out and misses the stars grazing off dusk.
Okay.
In the shadow of the school after class
doesn't take
lies
that much long. I thought maybe people were saying when there was
the
24
remnants
hours.
of everything someone has lost.
Yep, I'll be playing there. I'm just waiting to. That's it. Silent current. I think I'll just exit here. Yep, I'll just force exit. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna go play Super Mario RPG now.